Good morning, Fritz. How you doing today?
Oh, I'm doing fairly well. A little cold, but I'm doing good.
Yeah, so it's 20 degrees here, no snow, sun shining. We're heading over the Mackinaw Bridge. I'm just going to pan around here quick. There's Scott Gardner driving. This is the Mackinaw Bridge, the famous bridge where Fritz was told he couldn't drive his snowmobile across to keep his world record going. So, Fritz, here we are. We're driving across the bridge. It's probably a little faster than you made it across the bridge.
I don't know about that.
So, how do you feel now looking after all these years, crossing this bridge, looking at this beautiful water, not having to worry about cops chasing you, going across the bridge? What kind of memories are you having?
Well, I still have a feeling it's just hard to believe that I did it. I can't explain any more than that.
Yeah. So, I think the common theme as we've been traveling around here in this area the last couple of days, and we're retracing the steps you took and looking at everything you've accomplished, visiting the Top of the Lake Snowmobile Museum yesterday. It's kind of been a common theme that the trip now you realize is probably it was a lot harder than you thought then.
Well, the trip now means, now that I'm looking at all this, it means more to me than it did yesterday.
Or you mean more than it meant 40 years ago?
More than 40 years ago,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
even more than it's just boosting my morale and intelligence of what I have done.
So are you trying to tell me that for one of the first times in your life, you actually feel like you may have accomplished something that was something most people would never do or could never do in their life?
Yes, you can really put it that way.
Yeah.
You're right.
Well, I'm glad you're enjoying it, and I'm glad we've had this time to help you realize some of the things you've done are really out of the box and are phenomenal. So we're only about halfway across the bridge. This bridge is 5.5 almost miles long, longest suspension bridge in the world at one point, maybe even still, but at least the United States. So any closing thoughts as we're crossing the bridge?
Well, no closing thoughts. Just that I can't wait to do it again.
Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, what we're doing here is we're actually driving to the rendezvous point where we're going to all board vintage snowmobiles and take a vintage snowmobile ride across this bridge the opposite way that we're going now. And then afterwards, there is a meeting place where everybody's going to, of course, load their sleds back on trailers. And as we continue, there's a luncheon and kind of an awards thing where Fritz is getting an award for being the Grand Marshal leading the pack across this beautiful bridge.